Welcome to the Cynthia Nyamai show. I am so glad that you could join us today. Now, how do you keep different generations dancing? Our guest today has been relevant in the music industry for more than 20 years. Here is a little bit about her. Thank you so much, Suzanna Owiyo, for joining us today.
Thank you, Cynthia.
I'm a big fan, so I might be overexcited during the interview. I've watched you for so many years. My favorite song is and will always be Kisumu.
Yeah.
And I was just actually listening to it the other day, and I was wondering, when you were growing up, was it your dream to be that big, that famous? Did you even think it's possible? And was music your first career choice?
Well, good question. I think when I was growing up, well, I didn't know that music would be my profession.
Yes.
But I had that artistic, artistic what in me, you know, from way back when I was young. Because I remember when I was in primary school, I was in the church choir.
Yes.
I was a leader of the music club, drama club.
Yes.
You know, so this thing, it was inborn. The talent was there.
Yes.
But I didn't know that I would take the talent to the next level until very late. But I would want to credit my grandfather, who was a prolific Nyatiti player.
Yes.
So I schooled in Thika, and I remember during school holidays, alongside my siblings, so our dad used to take us home in the village just to mingle, you know, to go visit, you know, also family. The village life was totally different from the city life. Yeah. So I got the opportunity to watch my dad play, and I always say that I inherited my career, the music career, from him.
Yes.
I come from a big family.
Yes.
How many are we? We are 14.
Wow.
2 mothers.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. And I'm the only musician in the family.
Yes.
I would say, who came out strongly as a musician.
Yes.
I used to have a late sister who used to sing, but yeah, so like I said, until very late. And you know, when you're young, we're always ambitious, you know, and when you ask what you'd want to become, I remember what was on my list. I want to be a doctor. Yes. I wanted to be what? An
engineer, all this,
I didn't mention engineer. A pilot. I don't know why these names were coming. But you know, at times they just come for the sake.
Yes.
Because you feel you must have something, something to answer.
Yes.
Yeah, but of course music then was not taken as a career, you know? Yeah. So it's a profession I decided to pursue. And when I started the journey, nobody took me serious, including my family. They were very disappointed. Yes. But I had to prove them wrong, you know? So I was in this career that, of course, I don't blame them, but you know, the perception the parents had or about music. Yes. You know, it's like when you're in entertainment or in showbiz, you are lost. Yes. To an extent, you are lost, or you know, like you've lost it. Yeah. You know, it's not a career that people could take serious. Yes. Until very late. Now people are seeing the results.
When you're being celebrated.
Results. And one of the good memories I have about my dad, my late dad. Yes. Was when he first read about my article, my story in the newspaper. Oh, he's never been a proud father. You know, oh, that's my daughter. Yes. You know? Yeah. You know?
And did you have to, were you working somewhere and then you decided, okay, let me leave this job or this career and then get into music?
Not really. You know, after school, my dad wanted me to be a teacher.
Yes.
And that didn't go well. I don't think I would have made a good teacher because I'm very impatient with kids, you know, or I'm not patient. Yes. And so I wasn't for teaching. Yeah. And what I remember is I didn't even have, I loved music, but I was also not keen. I just didn't know what I wanted to be, you know. And music for me, it didn't come by chance, but I remember one day when I was working for my brother, that's after school, I got an opportunity to work for my brother. My brother had a stationery farm in Nairobi. So one day I was sitting and reading a newspaper. I came across a very nice article about one of the leading jazz musicians, female musicians, called Sally. Sally Owiyo was already an established musician and was playing jazz music in Laura Blue. I don't know if you're born then, I'm sorry. She was playing jazz music. And so I got interested and I said I wanted to meet this lady because I feel I have talent and I want to join her band. So I got contacts for the hotel. I managed to reach out to Sally. She gave me an appointment and I told her, I'm here, I believe I can sing. Can you sing something? She asked me, can you sing something? So one of the songs I sang was by the late Maria Makeba, Hapo Zamani. Hapo zamani mama, sikuwa hivi, yele mama. So the moment I sang that song, she said, I think you can join my band. But she said, I can't promise you any money, like any salary. But I can only give you transport home. So I wasn't even worried of getting paid. I just wanted to get the experience. So, and by then I used to live with my brother, which was another issue. Because my brother, when I used to go home late after performance, so my brother could not understand which career is this. You're coming home at what time? Past 10, and you're a lady, my friend.
And you've been out, even at those days, women were not seen in clubs and so on.
So I really had to work towards just convincing my brother, I'm in the right direction, this is what I want, you know. So to some extent, he didn't understand me fully. But he let me do it, but he still had a problem. So I'm that person who doesn't give up easily. So I decided if this is the thing that will make me cross with my brother wrongly, then I would rather even get a place, you know,
and move out.
So that I'm in peace or I'm at peace. So I got a friend of mine who was living in Huruma Estate. So who hosted me, I mean, like for like some months, so before I got my footing. And she was okay. I mean, like, she really knew I wanted this thing. And from then, what also encouraged me more is when I went on stage and I could sing these, they're called cover songs, you know? I used to be the Shalamwana in quotes, the Billy Abel in quotes, the Maria Makeba, name it. And my voice used to come out, and you could think I'm the same, like that person.
The singer,
so whenever I was on stage performing with these Congolese bands, so the audience would be like, wow, was I being paid? Yes, like 500 per day. And we were performing, we used to perform like 3 times a week. So the moment I used to go on stage and sing, I could come out with more than 500 because guys were just happy. You know, like, oh, this lady sings so well, you know. But that didn't go on forever until I got an opportunity to perform in Kisumu during the centenary celebrations. That's what launched my career. During the centenary celebrations. That was like in 2001. And like I said, you know, like my journey, I can't finish. When I start this story, I don't know where to start. So I'll keep on mixing. What I can remember, I'll try remember. But it's been a journey, my friend. It's been a journey. And you know, like along the way, there are people I can credit because they stood with me. So the moment I got the opportunity to sing at the stadium to a big audience, I was very nervous, so to speak. And I remember before then, the Kisumu Centenary, committee, there was a committee that was formed that was looking for a theme song for the day. So just imagine performing for 3 heads of states. I've never, well, I used to perform in clubs. So that was like something
from clubs,
different,
you know, to a whole stadium with people.
Yeah, so when I had this song, having lived in Kisumu, because I also had an opportunity to perform in Kisumu, in a club called Kimwa Grand Hotel with different artists from all over East Africa, you know, so we had a strong band, and this sort of gave me an experience. So when this time came, I knew there was something I wanted to say about Kisumu. So that I had this Kisumu town, the picture in me, the people, the kind of transport. When you go to Kisumu, you can go by air, you know we are Jaluos. You can fly to Kisumu. You can use different means to travel to Kisumu. And then the people, you know, the lifestyle, you know. So I had this put into a song. And I remember during my performance on the day, and when I mentioned border border, the whole stadium went wild. You know, I don't know why. If you ask me today, because people might love a song, maybe they love the beats. There are many different ways that a song can appeal to someone. Maybe it's the beats, the voice, the person. So here I was, and I sang about the border border.
Border border.
So that's what
I know the whole song.
That's what changed. Like the stadium went wild, and guys were like, "Oh, you know, like I was all over the news." And guys kept on asking, where has she been? Where has she been? And the fact that I could play guitar, play guitar and sing at the same time, that was unique. And I think that uniqueness also gave me an opportunity to, you know, to be known, you know, because if there were women who used to play guitar then, I don't know, but I know I just came out strongly as a woman who can sing and play.
Who taught you how to play the guitar?
I learned it through my colleague, one of my colleagues in Kisumu. It's something I wanted to learn, because I said, if I can sing, I have a voice, I can sing. I can sing well, but launching myself into the industry, I needed to be different. And the guy, some of the guys who helped me through was also Ted Josiah, if you know Ted, one of the greatest producers we've had in this country. He also gave me sort of a direction. You know, there are some things I was not comfortable with, but he told me, Susanna, this is business. This is not about you, your dad, your mom, to do what. You know, coming from Kisumu, you are so naive. Yani niseme tu mshamba. Ilikuwa tu unaelewa, umekuja Nairobi, looking for a producer. And when I got to meet Ted, and Ted was like, wow, I think you have something I can work on. You know, I think you have something I can work on. So this also happened with the help of my producer that I met in Kisumu, who happens to be my hubby. Interesting story. The father of my child now. So we came to Nairobi looking for a producer. We were introduced to Ted. And Ted told me, you have something special, and I think I can work with you. So we started recording the album. Until Kisumu 100 now came, the centenary. And Ted was like, we must call this album Kisumu 100. Because already the song was out there. We had a different name, different title of the album.
What was it supposed to be called?
It had names, because I had like 12 songs already. We were just having different names for the album. But Ted told me, no, you know the way the industry works? And already people are calling the song Kisumu 100. Let's just name it Kisumu 100. And that's how the song, the album picked up, you know? So from then, my life has never been the same. That's how I got introduced to the world.
I want to come to that. We're just going to take a short break, but I want to come back and find out, how did your career and your life change after the song Kisumu 100? That and more coming up shortly. That's the song that changed Suzanna Owiyo's career, and she was just talking about it before the break. How did it change your career? How did it even change your life?
Well, what changed, I didn't change much, but what changed was just being in the limelight, you know, people, there's something I wasn't used to, like whenever you're walking, people could even notice you or recognize you. You're like, oh, you're the lady I saw on TV. Well, I was happy, excited at the same time, but I was like, am I ready for this? Am I ready for this? But now, with time, I think it's also a process, you know, from moving from not being in the limelight to the limelight life. You have to adapt somehow. Not that it didn't change me much, but I still try to remain the Suzanna people knew before and after. So what I've changed, maybe it's just looking at things differently, not, you know, like I said, it's a process. And being in that process, I realized that I'm not just singing for the sake of singing. I was in clubs, entertaining, dancing. I'm a good dancer. I was dancing Dombolo, Yasolo. If you know Dombolo. I don't know if you used to love Lingala music.
I love Lingala.
Me, I'm a serious dancer. I was, and I'm still a serious dancer. Yeah, so we had these ladies who used to be called Kofi ladies, you know. We could dance like Kofi ladies, you know. And so I realized that it's not about singing. It's about purpose. You know, like I came to realize that what I'm doing, I'm into this career, but I have people that I inspire, and people that look up to me, and so I started becoming a bit cautious on even the messaging in my songs. I try to reach out to different audiences, as much as I sing in Luo, but they say music is universal. You know, it's a language that we all speak in common. But somehow there's always a message out there, and that message means you're trying to give people hope. They say musicians or artists, we are the mirror of the society. So I always believe that through my music, I've been able to inspire people in a way or the other. However small, however big, but it made me look at myself as a responsible figure in the society.
And quite influential. And why did you decide to sing even until now in Luo? And even sometimes we hear traditional instruments in your music.
Well, someone who is deeply rooted, and I love my culture. And when I was getting into this career, one of the things I used to ask myself, if I can listen to Congolese music, Lingala, which I don't understand, yet I enjoy the music, and yet people can enjoy, or even other people listening to that music, what is it that is in this music? And I'm like, can I also sing in my language and just make people enjoy the same? So I challenged myself. I said, I'm going to sing in Luo because I express myself better in Luo. Not that I can't sing in English, but there are people who can, I mean, who can do that. So even for me to be in my space, I needed to introduce me as Suzanna. Like when you get to hear my music or my voice, you will know, oh, that's Suzanna. Not that is Suzanna trying to be. You know, there's the Suzanna trying to be somebody. I mean, people call me the Tracy Chapman of Africa, you know? But I always say I'm Suzanna of Africa. The fact that I loved listening to Tracy Chapman because she plays guitar. I remember even I had the same short locks, like I was trying to be her, you know? And I could play the acoustic. I used to admire that, you know, but I also didn't want to be her. You know, you can get, not even steal, what can I say? You can borrow, that's the right word. You can borrow bits and pieces, because art, it's about reinvention. So you borrow bits and pieces and just see and look at yourself and just ask yourself, how do you want the world to see you, you know? So the guitar beat introduced me to the world, and my Luo singing is even more sexier. Let me just use that word.
Yeah.
You know, like when I sing in Luo, I'm so at peace, so comfortable.
Yes.
I've been into these international platforms.
Yeah.
And of course, when I sing my Luo, people somehow ask me, are you from West Africa? You know, are you from Senegal? Are you from Suji? What? I'm like, I'm Kenyan.
Yes.
So, and I find it so, I found it very exciting, you know, introducing myself as a Kenyan. And this is a Kenyan who's singing language Luo. So they have to pay attention. Some people will go, oh, there's some nice Kenyan music we should listen to. Yeah, and so that's all about it.
Yes. Yeah. And I've seen photos of you with Oprah Winfrey, you performing. I remember one time it was Nelson Mandela Day, and representing Kenya on international platforms. How has that experience been for you?
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Just being there and you know, sharing the stage with these international figures. You know, it gives you a feeling that, my dear, you are in this music, but you were also not here.
Yeah.
It's not a joke.
Yes.
You know, you're not here to joke.
Yes.
And like I said, it also opened my eyes. It opened my eyes, and it made me look at music differently.
Yes.
And just meeting these people made me feel like I have a purpose on this planet. I mean, God gave me this talent for some purpose.
Yes.
And if I can sing and get to share my music with the world, you know, there's something it tells you, you know. And I like the fact that even being in that platform, when I came back home, I looked at myself and I said, there's always a reason why God took you that far.
Yes.
And come back. And come back and just ask yourself, what can you do? You know, you've got that exposure.
Yes.
What can you do back home? So I try also to, I've tried to, of course, work with various organizations in terms of supporting their different causes, because when I was at the Nelson Mandela's concert, I just looked at myself as an artist, but an artist that has been given this bigger role, you know, a bigger role than myself, and like, oh, I think there's something that you also have to give back in a way, because looking at Nelson Mandela and the things he believed in, his struggles in leadership, you know, it's something that everyone would want to embrace, you know, because he believes in various values. And so when I came back home, or I'm back, I've always tried to be part of any cause that I always feel that I should be involved in, whether it's girl-child education, any cause supporting women. And I always love working with women, let me say that, because a lot of my songs, I always sing about issues affecting our society differently. So besides that, in Kisumu, I have an art center. The art center, the idea is still at the baby steps, but the idea was to just get a space where even non-established artists or entertainers can come and showcase their talent. So these are some of the things I've been working on. So besides that, I also have a foundation called Soko Bila Waste. That's Soko Bila Waste is mostly about sensitizing the public on how to manage food from our farms to our kitchen. So this idea, the Soko Bila Waste initiative, came into conception in 2013 when I got designated as UNEP Goodwill Ambassador. And so there was a global campaign on food waste that was being launched. And I got designated as Goodwill Ambassador the same year in 2013. And so I thought this was a noble idea. And how can I bring it home, you know? And that's how I came to start my initiative on food waste reduction. So, which I've done various activities, I've worked with various personalities. And yeah, it's still on, because I always believe that we have to be responsible citizens. And if we can have a community or a society that is zero wastage, with zero wastage, you know, we can save a lot. We can even save people dying of hunger, you know, things like that. How we manage food, it's all about our behavior, for example. Even if I may ask you, like, how do you manage food in your house? You find that maybe you're somebody who doesn't eat leftovers, but you can channel it to good use, for example. Channeling it to good use, you can decide, let me give my guard, you know, the leftovers. So it's sort of a...
Actually, it's something I've never thought about,
you know,
how I manage my food.
How you manage your food. So you have to utilize it in a proper way. There's a lot of wastage also that happens in farms, you know, during production, at retail level, at consumption level. So that's something that I've been championing. And also working also with younger artists. Are there artists that you're mentoring? And even like the way you mentioned, you know, Ted Josiah holding your hand at the beginning. Do you have artists that you work with in Kenya? Yeah, along the way, I've worked with various artists, instrumentalists, female artists, and when they come, like when they're in my space, for example, because I meet a lot of them, and they ask me, oh, Suzanna, I want to be a musician. How can you support? You know, fine, I can only support that much, but I always tell them, always, like, come to my space. Yes, you are my backup singer. But I would want you to do more than that, to be more than that. If you can learn something from here, just try. You have a good voice. Can you try and play something? I always believe in, you know, like extras. Try, and it's not about the singing. Everybody can sing. But what can make you unique? What else can you do without, I mean, besides singing? Many a times, like, you find that a lot of ladies or female artists, I've always used as, can I say, spices? You spice the band. You know? When I say they've always been used, like, they play a role of spicing. When I say spicing,
just to make the band
a dancer,
look good.
You are there dressed well. You are there shaking. Yeah, that is also a career. It's a talent. I don't deny that. But besides that, okay, can you sing? I can sing. Can you play something? You can learn. I mean, there's room. I mean, there's room for learning. You know, and every day we learn. You know, so many who have met, and they'll tell you today, like, at least they've gotten one or two things. They've learned one or two advices I've given them. But besides that, I'm also focusing on trying to collaborate with established and unestablished artists, just to see how the good music can sound.
And I've been seeing you a lot now online. I follow you. I think I've subscribed, on YouTube, and seen some of your videos. And I was like, is she rebranding? Are we seeing a new side of Suzanna? Tell us a little bit about that.
You know what? Let me say I'm one of these people. I take time, you know, like when I say I take time, not that I don't take life serious, but you know, like when you have this analog mindset, oh my God, from the time we started singing, and then you see that things have been evolving, you know, and you also you have to try and be in that space. When we started, like when I was starting my career, YouTube was not an in thing, you get, digital space was not an in thing, but look at now. Things have changed. I mean, my time, we could only approach, I remember John Obongo Jr. at KBC, if I'm not wrong, to play your song. You know, we could, you know, walk from studio to studio trying to convince me, hey, but you know, I have a song. But now, oh, you know, there's a lot of platforms, opportunities. I mean, the digital space is open. You can, there's a lot of materials out there. This is what was lacking. So I'm also getting into that space, which I was not so much in that space, but since this is where everybody is. You also try to be there. So I mean, that stage whereby also getting myself in those spaces.
Yes. And from looking at your music videos, I found it really interesting that there's a big crowd following you. I saw a lot of comments and even a lot of young people commenting. Why are you surprised that even the young people follow your music and listen to your music?
The most interesting thing is, you know, like when you meet people, and someone would just throw a comment in your page, saying, "Oh, I started listening to you. My mom made me like your song." My mom, I was 5 years. So I'm like, the parent, like the mom made the person listen to me, and I'm still here. So this kid grew up listening. I mean, watching the mom listening to me. And then I'm like, she's also like already. Oh, if my mom liked this song, let me. What this has to be. So it's like, how can I call it?
You've been able to transcend through the different generations.
Kitu kama hiyo. So I thought actually myself, I thought it was different. But what amazes me is the fact that I meet young people and they're like, "Oh, I know you, Susanna," you know. So it tells me, oh my God, this is it's interesting, of course, and just being there. So the challenge is, so what do I have for them? I had something for their parents. So what do I have? So what do I have for them, my friend? Anyway, that's what I'm saying. I can be this, but young at heart. So
that's true.
I'm working
are we
on
likely
something.
to see new music with some rap in it?
Don't worry.
Coming
some
soon.
Surprises.
You can tell us.
A lot
exclusive.
of. Don't worry. Surprises on the
And are we likely to see also collabos with more younger artists?
Of course, I'm working on that. And that's in the pipeline. Those are one of the things I'm working on at the moment.
You've mentioned that you know, our parents listened to you, and like for me, when I told my mom,
maybe your parent.
When I told my
you are
mom,
one of those.
when I told my mom I'm going to interview, she was so excited. She was more excited than even about my show. She was like, "Oh, you're going to have Susanna. I really love her. I love her songs and so on." But what would you say has made you relevant over the years, that my mom listens to you and you're still in the music scene 20 years later?
Interesting. Believe me, at times I ask myself the same question. But I think one of the key things is just being you, being unique.
That's true.
I think that's one of the key things.
Yes. And I think for me, it's also that when you're you, your music is different. So you sound very different from everyone else. It's not just a certain tune, and sometimes they come and they go.
But I like the fact that I'm seeing even younger generation of musicians now embracing their mother tongue. You know, I always say, fine, you can copy paste. Is it copy paste? But you cannot do that forever. So I'm happy that I'm seeing young generation embracing their mother tongues. You know, and I feel happy when I see that, because look at Nigerians, look at the Congolese, look at South Africans, I mean even the West Africans, you know, the Senegalese. They sing in their language. I mean, they enjoy. This is their tradition. But why are we running? Why are we running away? Why are we running away from our tradition? Why are we running away from our culture? You know, things like music will keep our culture alive. You know, things like music, and so I'd still, you know, insist, not really insist, request. I mean, if we have young generation of their artists, I know it's at times difficult or challenging depending on the upbringing, because you might be born in the city, all you know is Kiswahili, the English, for example, but it doesn't stop you to learn. You can still get to know your roots. It doesn't harm you. Obama knows his roots from where. You know, if you have an interest of the president took time to understand his roots. And who are you? Don't just sit there.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
Yeah, that's true. You've mentioned Nigeria, and we've seen, you know, in Nigeria, people can have a very successful career in music. People listen to, I've been in malls, even in London and different parts of the world, where they are playing Nigerian music. What is different about their music industry that there are ceilings that they've been able to shatter that we haven't?
Well, talk of Nigerian music. Let me start with home. Let me come back home. Yeah, when you see a lot of Nigerian music being played in clubs, locally, bongo music being played in clubs locally, one question I always ask myself, and this is something that has been really disturbing me, like, can a Kenyan make it in Nigeria? You know, I'm not saying stop listening to Nigerian music. You know, it's good music, but we need to ask ourselves, where did we go wrong, or where have we gone wrong? What needs to be done? Nigerian has a bigger population, and there are guys, I believe, they really embrace who they are. Anything Nigerian, they will support fully. So back home, we also need that spirit. You know, if we can have the same way we warm up to foreign content, you know, be it music, anything foreign. It's the same way we should warm up to our own embrace, you know? I know we are not yet there, but when you're negative about our own content, have also solutions, give solutions. You know, you can't just be, you can't just be, you know, talking so ill or negative. What solution are you giving? Fine, there's a problem. We have, okay, let's say, you can't say Kenyan music is bad. There's no bad music. It's what we've made to listen to. Even our media always say they have a role to play. The industry players, from the producers, the DJs, name it. You know, we have a role to play. And if we want to improve that, we want to be like, not being like them, but to improve even our industry in terms of even having a music listened to outside there. There has to be, you know, we have to really embrace, we have to, first of all, tujipende kwanza ndio utapendwa. And that's what Nigerians have done. They've sold you their culture, everything about them, and we've loved everything about them. Even their movies. I switched on TV, then from 10, is it from 9:30, okay, Nigerian movie,
All Kenyans know the Nigerian accent, and to say Oga. Because of the...
It's a good thing. It's a good thing. And what I say, the same spirit that we have.
Let's also embrace our own.
It's important because that's how our industry will grow. You know, you can't be dissing your music, your local, expecting it to grow, and you don't even support it in the first place. You know, you're the same guys who wants to be given complimentaries when an artist have a show. Thank God, okay, COVID came, we no longer have those live performances, but you're the same person who wants complimentary. How do you want this person to grow? You are the same person who wants to download the music for free. You're not buying. How do you want the industry to grow? You know? You're the same person, when this artist doesn't make it, you're like, oh, but, you know, this person alikuwa amehit. What happened? You are not supportive in the first place. So, I mean, let's also learn to be supportive of our musicians, you know, our entertainers. There's content out there, I believe. And all we have to do is to support it. And if we are going wrong, it can be made better.
So, Suzanna, thank you so much for joining us today. If you want to hear more of Suzanna's music, I have been tuned into her YouTube page, Suzanna Owiyo. Look out for more videos also, and new songs that she didn't want to tell us more about, but definitely you will find them on her page. And one thing that she said is, kama haujipendi nani atakupenda. It is important that stay true to yourself, and you'll find yourself relevant many years later. See you next time.